Welcome back to part 5 of the Sunrise Horse. We're going to start by base coating the bottom half of the painting around the horse with our 707.7 Mouse Gray. I'm using a light crosshatch motion to apply the color evenly over the velour for the background. And then we're going to apply some background colors over that. Now we're going to start with our browns that we used before, which is 409.5 burnt umber. And over the burnt umber, we're going to apply some other colors. But first we're going to outline the horse with the 211 NuPastel white. And then I'm going to put in the base coat layer, the 707.7 Mouse Gray. Using a little more white on the outside edge, which catches the light. Smooth it out with my finger. And I'm using the violet color to add some violet. It's 548.5. And I'm going to add some shadow color with the dark bluish gray, which is 727.3. Putting it in between the hair of the tail as much as I can. We're going to draw hair over that, but I want to get that dark area underneath and over on the right side as well. Now in the background, I'm putting in that 409.5 burnt umber. And you can see my white charcoal pencil lines are showing through. And I'm going to do so over on the right side as well. Now I'm adding a darker layer of 409.3 burnt umber. The difference between the 409.5 and 0.3 is the 0.3 has more black in it, so it makes it a darker color. And so we're taking it a shade darker. And then I'm going to add some 411.5, which is burnt sienna, which is the red color, to kind of bring up the red in that and add some life into that brown. So this is the 411.5. Here I'm adding some of our light gold color, which is 227.7 yellow ochre, into the background. And I'm going to blend that in. We're keeping the glow on the right side. We'll use the brush to blend that in. That looks really nice. Now I can continue to blend that area. This is 409.5. So I can add more of the browns to that to blend it just the way I want it. So I'm adding some 409.5 and probably going to go a little darker, but I can go back and forth between the colors till I get it just the way I wanted, get it blended. Now this is some black, some 700.5, and that takes it a little blacker. Some 411.5, the burnt sienna. You can see them laying next to my painting, the two shades of brown, yellow, the black, and the blue. Now I'm going back over to the left using the 409.5 to put in the background color. And then I'm going to go over that with 409.3. And you can see the hair is showing through, and we'll put those in after we've added the background. I'm making this area darker with the 409.3 and with the 700.5 black. And I'm blending it back and forth with a light touch. That was the 409.3 until I get it a nice even texture to the background. And this is the 700.5 black. I'm taking it another step darker, because we want all the emphasis to be on the horse's face, so we're making the bottom of the picture darker. Continue adding color, blending with your fingers and with the brush. Using my NuPastel 211, I'm adding different individual strokes to the tail using the edge, curving them out into the background. Now I'm using the 2B Conte stick just on the edge to curve out those strokes of the tail, just like we did with the mane. Now here I'm using the 227.7 yellow ochre to put down color first, and then I'm going to go over that with my 2B Conte pencil, and that makes the stroke, the yellow underneath makes it very bright, gives it a real vibrant touch, brightness. I'm just going to continue to add hair to the tail. Using the 234.7 raw sienna, which is the darker golden color we have, I'm adding cross-hatching color into the tail on the bottom side. Just putting this as a base in before we add our strokes of hair on top of it. I'm also adding a base coat of 707.7, just as we've been using in other areas of the horse. So I need a darker undercolor. Now I'm going to continue to add darks in that tail. I thought about using a brown, but I don't think that one's going to work. So I'm going to use one of my grays, and this is our 279 coal gray medium that we've been using on other parts of our horse. So I'm going to add in the darker shaded areas of the tail with that, and also with the 209 warm dark gray. Now here I'm putting in that back leg of the horse also with the 279 coal dark gray medium. We need to get that in before we add the tail, the hairs of the tail over top of it. On this section, I am finishing off the lower part of the background. I've sped it up a little bit. I'm using the same colors that we've been using, which is the 409.5, the 409.3, both burnt umber, 411.5, burnt sienna, and the 700.5 black. And then I can come in and add the hair. I am adding a few strokes with the white charcoal pencil, but I just want to get this in so we can finish the tail. I'm drawing in the hairs on the tail with the 2B Conte pencil. Just taking my time. If you get tired of adding hair, take a break, do something else, and then come back to it. But don't rush through this. Take your time, enjoy it, get your hairs in. I'm also using the 211 NuPastel White, or another semi-hard pastel. Still adding hair using the same pastels. This is the 211 NuPastel white. Continuing to stroke in the hairs. And now the 211 NuPastel it has more pigment. It's softer than the 2B Conte. It has more pigment, so it's a brighter white. I've put it in a pastel holder so that I can hold it better and use my hand to manipulate the stick a little better. I'm using my 9B graphite to kind of separate some of these hairs. The pencil does a good job of that. I don't want to use a darker gray, so I'll use this to kind of separate those hairs. And it works really well with that without using any tooth of the paper. It's a great tool for working on velour. And continuing to add the hair. Now as we wind up part 5, join me for part 6 where we finish the tail and the background on the right hand side.